Hey there everyone, welcome to IELTS-Experts.com. I'm Jack, your IELTS tutor, and today we're diving into the fascinating world of Advantage Disadvantage Essays. So what exactly is an Advantage Disadvantage Essay, and why is it crucial for your IELTS journey? Let's break it down. An Advantage Disadvantage Essay is a type of academic writing. It requires you to analyse both the positive and negative aspects of a given topic. Think of it as a balanced discussion where you explore the upsides and downsides of a subject. Let's take a look at an example of this type of essay. Here, the subject is talking about online learning. We'd have to discuss both the advantages and disadvantages of this type of learning in today's society. It's about finding that balance and providing a well-rounded view. Now you've got a clear understanding of what an advantage-disadvantage essay is, let's delve into its structure. This type of essay consists of 4 essential parts that you need to master. The first part is the introduction. It's where you set the stage for your essay. In this section, you'll provide a paraphrase of the given topic and a clear thesis statement that outlines what your essay will discuss. Moving on to the second part, we have the advantages section. Here, you'll elaborate on the positive aspects related to the topic. Remember to provide supporting details to make your arguments convincing. The third part focuses on the disadvantages. In this section, your aim is to thoroughly analyse the negative aspects. Just like in the advantage section, back up your points with concrete examples. Last but not least, we have the conclusion. It's where you summarise the main points discussed in your essay. Avoid introducing new topics. Instead, reinforce what you've already covered. So we start off with the introduction. This is where you set the stage for your essay. It's basically telling the examiner what your essay is going to say. It comprises 2 crucial sentences. The first is the paraphrase, where we reword the statement that's given to us. The second part is the thesis statement. This tells the examiner what our essay is going to argue. Make it unique to your essay. Don't use generic statements like, this essay will discuss the advantages and disadvantages of this issue. The examiner knows what you're going to do in your essay. So instead of telling them what you're going to do, tell them what your essay will argue. It's the best way to improve your score. Always remember, this is the first thing that your examiner is going to read. So let's really shine at this point. The next step we have is the advantages. This is where we elaborate on the positive aspects related to the topic. A very common mistake is that students create a series of bullet points. So we could say, for example, that working will allow students to leave university without debt, and it's essential that they have the flexibility in their classes to do this. If we don't extend that argument and explain why working is important for students, we're never going to get a good grade. IELTS requires us to provide a fully extended point. The disadvantages section follows a similar pattern. Here, your aim is to thoroughly analyse the negative aspects of the topic. Just like in the advantages section, back up your points with concrete examples. For our online learning topic, you could discuss potential issues like limited face-to-face interaction and explain how this may impact students later on in life when they enter the workplace. Transition phases. Everybody's favourite. These are the connectors in your essay. Think of them like a sat-nav guiding your reader through your essay's journey. They make sure they don't get lost and enjoy the scenic route. So let's take a look at some examples. You've got moreover, signalling an extra point you want to make. Furthermore, takes your reader deeper into the depth of your thoughts. And when you want to switch gears, on the other hand, helps you smoothly transition. Finally, in conclusion, is like the friendly "that's all folks" that wraps up your essay journey. Using these transition phases isn't all about keeping your essay neat. It's about ensuring your reader has a pleasant drive. So remember, it's not just what you say, but how you guide your reader through the essay that makes all the difference. And lastly, we have our conclusion. This is all about telling the examiner what our essay has told them. We can really look at our essay in 3 different stages. The introduction tells them what we're going to tell them. Our body, paragraphs 1 and 2, tell them. And our conclusion tells them what we told them. It's really important for our conclusion that we only say "in conclusion" or "to conclude" when we finish. Far too many students use things like "in a nutshell" or "in summary." Now, these aren't really conclusions. They don't tell the examiner that the essay is finishing. A final thing that's very important is that we don't talk about anything we've not mentioned in the essay. This is to recap what we've written. It's not to introduce any new information. Before we wrap things up, let's take a closer look at some valuable tips and common mistakes to keep in mind. Think of these tips as a guide, helping you navigate the advantage-disadvantage essay terrain. First up, always support your points with solid evidence. It's like having a sturdy umbrella when it rains. It helps to keep you dry and your argument strong. Next, maintain a clear and organised structure throughout your essay. It's like building a puzzle. Each piece fits together seamlessly, creating a coherent picture. Don't forget to use those magical transition phrases. They're like the road signs that keep your essay journey smooth and enjoyable. Now, let's take a look at some common mistakes to avoid. One of the pitfalls is presenting one-sided arguments. Remember, balance is the key. It's like walking on a tightrope. You want to stay steady in the middle. Lastly, don't give your personal opinion unless the essay prompt explicitly asks for it. It's like respecting your neighbour's privacy. Sometimes they just don't want to know your thoughts. So, armed with these tips and wisdom to avoid common mistakes, you're ready to conquer the world of advantage-disadvantage essays. Go forth and write with confidence. Before we say goodbye, here's how you can stay connected with IELTS experts for more valuable resources and updates. You can visit our website, there's a link in the description below, for a treasure trove of free resources to supercharge your IELTS journey. Do you want the inside scoop on the latest speaking questions? Check out our website for the most up-to-date materials. Stay engaged. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share our channel. Your support helps us keep going and helps fellow learners discover our content. Thanks for joining us today. We wish you the best on your IELTS adventure. Keep learning, keep practicing and keep shining.